As I mentioned earlier, I do lots of counseling every day by phone, Skype, or walk-ins. And I have to tell you, I had no idea. I knew things were bad between men and women in relationships and things like that. But I had no idea until the last 3 or 4 years how bad wives, girlfriend wives are treating men, their husbands, their children. I knew it was bad, but I had no idea how bad it is. I didn't know the misery that women bring upon men who are married. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know how bad. And some of the things that I've been told that has happened and is happening in these marriages is nothing but pure evil. It's evil. And men, you are making a horrible mistake of putting up with it at all. Zero. You're making a horrible mistake of putting up with it. You do not have to put up with women treating you this way. And a lot of men are in situations, they're married, they have children with these women, and they say to themselves, well, I got to stay here and I got to put up with it because I need to stay here and protect my children, or I need to stay here for my children. And when they stay for the children, quote unquote, the woman, the mother of the children, the wife gets worse. The hell in her comes out in ways that the guys never imagined. That she was already hell to deal with, right? But when they stay in it for their children's sake, or so they're thinking, it only brings out the worst in her. I cannot tell you the number of men who have stayed in a marriage because of the children. They live in the same home with the woman because of the children. And in every time, and it's never failed, it just brings out the worst in the woman, the wife, the mother. She becomes violent even more so. She falsely accused the husband of having him arrested. She physically attacked the man in front of the children. And when she sees that the father loved the fathers love their children, his children or child, she go after the child or the children. She will abuse them just to bring pain upon the father. She would take the man to court, and the man would get a lawyer to try to have at least visitation right. And 99% of the time, he ended up losing in court. Not only does he lose his children in the court, he also loses money in the court because the lawyers, who never win for the most part, exception to the rule, for the man, is doing nothing but taking the man's money, knowing he's not going to win. And even if the man get visitation rights, I don't even like that. Well, nobody has the right to give you visitation right for your own children. But we use that word since it's happening. The woman still go out of her way to make sure that that man either don't see his children or make sure she doesn't bring them on time, or when she brings them on time, she falsely accuses the man when the kids are back with her, or she make it difficult. She won't let him talking to his children on the phone, all kind of stuff. And then she beat up the man, physically beat him up. All kind of stuff, throw him out, all kind of evil stuff, right? And the man said, I'm staying for my children. He let her treat him in that way, in horrible ways, because he's staying there for the children. And she knows that she can get away with it because the courts are on the side of evil, not on good. They're going to always, exception to the rule, but always pick the side of the woman. And the lawyers are going to use you because they're just about the money. You can hardly find your lawyer until the lawyer wants some more money. You don't hear from your lawyer on a constant basis updating you about the case. You got to hustle to find the lawyer, and then he asks for more money. And then you, the man, you give the woman child support, wife support, and then you give her that money and you still give her other money on the side. And it brings out the hell in her. You are encouraging the hell in the woman by catering to it. Really. I had no idea. These women are completely evil and out of control. I saw a true story it was based on a true story where this guy married a beautiful woman. She was from the Philippines, I believe. Now, I don't know if he met her over there or over here in the United States, but he ended up marrying her. And after he married her, because when they got married, she put on a front. She was all loving. She was all everything. He got a home. He was a businessman, white, bought a beautiful home and just gave her everything. And then they had children. And the moment they had two daughters, but they had two daughters. And all hell came out of that woman. She became violent and nasty. And the more he tried to please her, the worse she got. She would literally fight him in front of the children. And the more she saw that he loved his children and his children loved him, she became violent toward the children. And long story short about that, he's like, okay, we're not going to live together, but I'm still going to take care of my children. He bought her a home. She wouldn't keep the house going. She did something, lost the house. He allowed her to move back in with him, and it got worse. It got worse. But his friends and the family and everybody said, oh, stay with her. How about the children? It got so bad, long story short, she took the children to a hotel or something, his two daughters. One was like 13, and the other was like 9 or 10. Pretty little girls, beautiful kids. She shot them and killed them. Called up the husband and said, I'm killing the kids. And he heard her. She shot him and killed the daughters. And said, I'm going to kill myself. But he called the police. The police got there in time. She ended up in prison, but she shot the children because of her hatred for the husband. She hated him. She was already that way when he met her, but she put on a face of being nice. And because he had the wrong relationship with the woman, he fell for it. Women are evil until they start to overcome. But men, I want to do what you want. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You make a horrible mistake, and it's never going to turn out well for you. Except that once every blue moon, you may hear something happen that's good. You make a mistake by staying with a woman because she has children for you. You make a horrible mistake by giving your money to a lawyer to try to get your kids. Because if you're lucky enough to get visitation right, she's going to make it impossible for you to see your children. And of course, they're not going to do anything about it. Your lawyer say, oh, let's go back to court. The lawyer's only doing it for the money. He already know, or she, that this woman never going to do right about you and your kids. But that's how the lawyer earn a living. And they'll keep you hanging on a string as long as the money is available. And then they teach the children, the women, how to ask you for money. And besides, you end up giving the children money and you still pay child support and so-called wife support. And a court bill for her and you. And she still destroys you because she's wicked, evil. Here's what I recommend. First of all, the reason you're in that relationship is because you're out of order. You did not put the truth first and foremost. You look for a woman. And every time you look for a woman, she will become your God and destroy you and your children. Because even if you go through all that mess and try to protect your children, and you can't, they're going to end up hating you anyway because while you're trying to prevent something from happening, she's already turning your children against you. She's imposed her will upon them, making them angry. When they become angry, they're going to identify with the mama because you become attracted to what you hate. And your kids still not going to love you because they have identified with the mama. They have already been destroyed. You cannot you can't protect your children from an angry woman that's already in court. You, because you sought the woman first instead of truth, and you did not allow the truth to add a wife unto you, you end up with Satan every time. It doesn't matter what race. It doesn't matter the race. And you end up paying a price for it. And you've been brainwashed and taught wrong. The moment that woman starts to act that way, the very moment, you should be done with her. And let's say she said, oh, I'm going to take the kids. Okay, you can have them. Bye. Don't cut the calf in half. Don't cut the baby in half. Let her have them. You should only love the truth first, foremost, above all things, along with nothing else or no one else. Otherwise, everything else will destroy you. You have made it your God. You're never supposed to cater to a woman, woos her, whatever they call it, beg her, cry for her, want her, need her, hug her, and all that stuff. You should not even be thinking about a woman in the same way women should not be thinking about men. You should only be thinking about what is right. One thing about truth, you can't fool the truth. Either you put it first or you don't. You can't pretend that you are and yet on the side putting somebody else or something else first. It will become your God and it will destroy you. And women, you are responsible for your own hell. You are responsible to overcome your own hell. Your thoughts, your emotions, the spirit of evil. The man is not responsible for that at all. You are responsible for you. And man, you're responsible for yourself and the woman, but not in the way you've been doing it. Not at all. And once you become whole as a man, a male, the male become whole, you're going to see how to deal with the woman perfectly. Really. And you will never cater. Never cater at all. Nor will you be afraid of her. Nor will you come down to her level. Men and women are different and more than just strength. But the men are on the same level as the woman, and she destroys you. And women, you are pure evil that you would treat anyone that way, and especially the man, children, and the man is evil. There's no love in that. So men, I recommend that you put seeking what's right first, the kingdom of God. And if it's meant for you to get married, it will be added unto you, and it will be secondary, thirdary, fourthary. And if the woman decides to leave, you will have no problem with saying goodbye. You will never cater to her. You will never try to please her. You will never care about 2 cents about her emotions because you will know that they're evil, and you will be able to be right with her in the right way. And you don't know what the right way is until you seek the kingdom of God and overcome your fallen nature. What women are doing to men today and his children are pure evil. And the weakness of the man brings it out even more so. When I can't get past the idea that you let women beat on you, slap you, yell at you, and fight you, and you do nothing about it. Zero. Because you've been told not to. And because of that, it just brings out the worst. All people hate weak people, and the woman hates you even more so. And the lawyers are taking advantage of you. You should not love your children more than what's right. Let them go. And that love that you think you have for them, that you're willing to stay there and keep this evil woman because you say you're protecting, that's not love. You're not protecting the children. You're prolonging the pain that the mother's going to bring upon them. Let them go. That emotion that you have and the thought you have about your children is not love. If you can't let it go, you don't love it. Nothing should be that important to you. 888-77-53773. Treasure Chest is now open on D-Live. When I come back, your phone calls and super chats. These women are evil. Pure evil. Satan is their God. That's why they can't help it. And these women who realize this are starting to overcome, but that's few and far. Back in a moment. Men and women, but especially men. If you miss a woman, or anybody really, if you get lonely, if you feel like you want to spend your life with someone, if you get upset because someone can make you upset or want to leave you or whatever, you are wrong. And that's not love, that's hate. You should be willing to let that go and work on yourself. You should not be moved. Never cater to a woman's emotions. You're catering to evil. And she's going to turn on you and destroy you with that very evil. Emotions are not of God. Emotions are not good. One quick example of what will happen to you, just one quick example. Man, you got it wrong. And don't let the devil or your mama or anyone tell you to stay with her, stay with her. I want to be grandmama. You tell mama, go sit down. You ain't had no baby so she can be grandma. You're going to go through hell so grandma can be ego feeling. That doesn't even make sense. Love is a dispassionate feeling, not a passionate one. Zero. And here's what happened. One small example of when you put the woman first, when you make her your God, and you try to please her, and you cater to her, and you can't wait to hold her, you whatever. This man caught his wife cheated through her phone. He called the other man to confront him in a raw, emotional moment. He broke down, crying and pleading with him to stop. Now, this may be an act, but it's true. This is happening in real life. Watch this from X.
Can't believe this. Violating me, I'm violating it. Give me 150, I'm calling this. Think they was slick in a car, leave their phone unlocked? Yeah, I got your phone now. Somebody tell I got her phone. Yeah, I got your phone. Yeah, and I'm calling this and I'm calling him. Nah, I told myself I would never call a phone about no girl, but today is the day. Today is the day. I'm telling you, we are married, bro. Leave her alone, bro. Leave her alone, bro.
If you was doing handling your business as a man, as a father,
bro, you love her, son, bro, because you act like you really ready to die, bro. This is my wife, bro. I'm actually the
yeah. Yo, listen, we've been talking every day for a whole 6-7 months. Feelings grown. I'm saying I got a text to her, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you really gonna sit here and tell me just this, yo, bro? You're really telling me this just like this, bro? This is my wife, bro. This is my wife, bro. Bro, I'm not crying. I just don't know. Bro, this is my wife, bro. I'm not acting tough, bro, because, bro, I see it. Bro, I'm asking you a question as man to man, bro. Leave her alone, please, bro. Bro, please leave her alone, please.
Amazing. If it's real, I don't know. If it's not, but it's true. It's happening in every marriage. He made the woman his God. He went down to her level because had he not done that, and if it's true that she was cheating on him, he was like, oh, okay, bye, see you later. And if there were children involved, and let's say the court tried to prevent him from taking children, okay, you can have them. Either you're going to put first thing first, or you're going to catch hell. Ain't no way around it. If you feel something for her, you're in hell. That's not love. If you feel love for your wife or for your husband, you're experiencing hatred. That is not love. And it is bad. Hardly a day go by without I don't counsel with some guy who have gone through hell and is going through hell. And he gave her all that she wanted, and she only got worse. You made her your God. Anytime a man marries a woman out of love, he's married right into hell. Because you're not married out of love, you're married out of hate. And all you're going to ever get, even if you stay with her for 50 years, all you're going to ever catch is hell. Because you have lied to yourself that you loved her. You don't love her and she doesn't love you. Marriages, any relationship, was not created for you to work on them. You hear people say, well, you got to work on it. No, you don't. If you're working on it, it means that it was not meant to be. And men, let her have those children. You're only identified with them emotionally. And that's not love. And that is hate. And hate got you telling you, stay with her for the children's sake. She's going to destroy those children and you anyway. You're not going to be able to stop it. So what I recommend is that never look for anything first. Seek the kingdom of God first. That is the only rule that's going to work. Nothing else is going to work but that. You can go online. You can go overseas. You can go next door. You can go to church. You can always pick the wrong woman. And she's going to always pick the wrong man. But what you guys are letting these women do to you is weak, pathetic, mama boys, and you should be ashamed of yourself to let anyone treat you that way. You shouldn't put up for the moment she indicate that she want to be violent or take your children. You tell her she got to go. Okay, bye. See you later. And don't give her your house. And if she try to take your children, rather than going to court, just say, okay, save your money. Stop giving to the lawyers. You're going to lose anyway, even when you think you're winning. And it's all emotional. That's not love. You don't love your children just because you take all that crap from the mother. You're going to end up like Alec Baldwin. You know, he is the actor, right? He's beta to the beta. According to Hindustan Time. What's that? A website? Okay. Alice Baldwin's wife lashed out at him for taking over her while they were both in the middle of an interview. Watch this from X.
Ilaria show.
No. I think we're gonna see. You know, we're gonna see how it feels to have it be out there.
It's gonna be great. You're a winner.
Oh my God! When I'm talking, you're not talking.
Sorry.
No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This is why. Yes, we'll have to just cut him out of the show. No, I mean, I think this is a really raw show, and it's very real, and we took a lot of chances.
See there? Wrong woman. I would have dumped that bitch so fast it would have made her head swim. By the time she got home, divorce would be over already. Really? I would have left there, went down to the courthouse, got my divorce paper, and dumped that bitch. That's not a wife. And she hates him for his weakness. But the man put up with it, and all you get is misery. And then you make children with these women, getting more misery. Don't fight for the children. That's dumb. Whoever told you that, they lied to you and they made you weak. Stop fighting for anything. Let go and let the truth fight on your behalf. No more fighting with the devil inside your mind, and no more fighting with others about anything. Never try to prove anything to anyone. Never argue, never fight. And you will have an amazing life. Do what you want, but this is only going to get worse. That is not love. When you say, oh, I love her, you're lying. You don't love her, and she doesn't love you. There's no pain or fighting or effort in love at all. Zero. You do not cater. Love does not cater to another ego.